And now joining me on WION Newsroom, Adya, who will give us all the insights in the world of business. Nikita, who will get us the buzz from the tech world, and Athira Sasidharan, who will get us all the updates from the world of sports. And we begin by going over to Adya for market updates.
Well, thank you, Diksha. Global stocks are directionless ahead of Nvidia's earnings reports later on Wednesday. Now, investors seek clarity on the AI bubble fears gripping the markets. With a 7% weight on the S&P 500, Nvidia's earnings today will decide whether Wall Street goes next. Now, investors are cautious. Stocks and bonds barely moved in Asia as traders waited to see if Nvidia can meet investor expectations and justify its market cap. Now, UK inflation and the Fed's latest minutes are also due, but Nvidia is the only number that matters right now. The yen steadied after Tuesday's dip, and Japan's top financial officials met to monitor currency volatility. Another sign markets are bracing for a turbulent 24 hours. Now, keeping our focus on AI, President Trump says the US risks falling behind China unless it creates one federal standard for AI regulation. He warned that 50 different state-level rules could undermine America's AI growth engine. Now, Trump wants Congress to either pass a standalone bill or insert the AI standard into the NDAA Defense Policy Act, aiming to make the US the world capital of AI. Now, his push comes amid rising concerns about AI's misuse, from election interference to job displacement. Now, speaking of Trump's concerns, a new tranche of 20,000 plus emails and documents released by US House Committee is reigniting scrutiny of Jeffrey Epstein's ties with powerful business elite. Now, the file referenced figures like Larry Summers, Peter Thiel and Reid Hoffman. Now, the communications, mostly informal and sometimes crude, show Epstein maintained access to top-tier business and tech networks after his 2008 conviction. Now, there's no evidence of illegal activity by these executives, but the reputational fallout is growing, with Summers saying he will step back from public roles. Now, subpoenas have been issued to JP Morgan and Deutsche Bank from Epstein's financial records. Now, speaking of stepping back, Japan is staring at a major economic blow after China warned its citizens against traveling there. Bookings from some Tokyo tour operators have already collapsed 80%. Over 500,000 flight tickets have also been cancelled. Chinese and Hong Kong tourists make up 1/5 of all arrivals, and Nomura says the boycott could cost Japan $14 billion a year. Now, tourism accounts for more than 7% of Japan's GDP. Well, that's a wrap from the world of business. Now, for all the tech updates, it's over to you, Nikita.
Well, thanks so much, Adya. First up, US President Donald Trump has warned that America risks losing the AI race to China if each state creates its own rules for regulating artificial intelligence. Now, in a post on social media, Trump said over-regulation by individual states is threatening the country's AI growth and called for one national standard. He also urged lawmakers to include the federal AI rule in the National Defense Authorization Act or pass it as a separate bill, saying it would ensure no country can compete with the US. Now, Trump, who has made winning the AI race a priority, earlier ordered an AI action plan to accelerate innovation and cut regulatory barriers. Next up, Meta's Chief Revenue Officer George Hedgeman is leaving the company to launch his own startup, marking a major leadership shift as Meta doubles down on superintelligence. His role will be taken over by Andrew Bocking, who currently leads the company's ads and product and strategy team. Now, this comes days after reports that Chief AI Scientist Alan Lukin is also planning to exit and start his own venture. Meta has been reorganizing its AI initiatives under Superintelligence Labs, with CEO Mark Zuckerberg bringing in Scale AI founder Alexander Wong earlier this year to lead the new effort. And lastly, Amazon's self-driving unit Zoox has begun offering free autonomous rides to selected early users in parts of San Francisco. Now, the pilot covers south of Market, the Mission District, and the Design District, as the company works to refine its point-to-point service ahead of a wider rollout. Zoox, with its vehicle resembling a toaster oven on wheels and without any manual controls such as a steering wheel or pedals, began offering free robotaxi rides to the public in and around the Las Vegas Strip in September this year. Well, that's it from the world of tech. Now my colleague Atra would be taking you through some sports updates across the globe. Over to you, Atra.
Thank you so much, Nikita, for all the tech updates. Now let's look at the top sports stories we're tracking for you at this hour. We'll begin with football first, where Curacao have become the smallest ever country to qualify for the World Cup finals. The Caribbean nation hung on for a goalless draw against Jamaica on the last day of the CONCACAF qualifying. The country boasts a population of just over 156,000. They surpassed Iceland's record when they qualified in 2018 with a population of just over 350,000. The Blue Wave finished top of Group B with 12 points from 6 games, 1 point clear of Jamaica. Curacao went through World Cup qualifying undefeated, including a 7-0 win over Bermuda. Staying with football, Scotland have also qualified for the World Cup for the first time in 28 years. The host defeated 10-man Denmark to seal their spot. Scotland led twice inside the 90 minutes but lost that lead on both occasions. Then in injury time, they produced 2 fabulous goals from Kieran Tierney and Kenny McLean. The victory saw Scotland top Group C and secure automatic qualification for the 2026 World Cup. Now over in cricket, Bangladesh women's tour of India has been postponed. 3 ODIs and 3 T20Is were scheduled to take place in December. But a BCB spokesperson confirmed that the series will now be scheduled at a later date. No official reason has been given for the postponement, but it is understood that it is due to the prevailing political tensions between India and Bangladesh. Former Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, who is currently in exile in India, was sentenced to death by an international crimes tribunal in Dhaka on Monday. Over in tennis now, Belgium are returning to the Davis Cup semi-finals for the first time since 2017. They stunned their neighbours France 2-0 in the quarterfinals. Rafael Corleone got them off to a perfect start with a 2-6, 7-5, 7-5 comeback victory over Corten Moutet. Zizou then clinched the win with a 6-3, 7-6 victory over Arthur Rendenesh. Well, with that, we've come to the end of the sports segment. It's back to you, Diksha.
Right. Thank you so much, Athira, Nikita and Adya for getting us all those updates from the world of tech, business and sports.